Hi there, I'm Andrew, and I'm drenched. I'm soaked to the skin. I am wet through. This is an IELTS video. This is going to help you talk all about the weather topic in your IELTS speaking exam. We're going to go through lots of idiomatic ways of talking about weather, especially extremes of weather. So, I was drenched. I was soaked to the skin. I was wet through. Normally, because it rained, not because I poured the water over my head. So how can you talk about heavy rain in English? It came down in buckets. The rain was torrential. It was an absolute downpour. All expressions that we use to talk about very heavy rain. What about heavy snow? There was a huge blizzard. The snow fell thick and fast. In the end, it was an absolute whiteout when everything has gone white. How can you say that the weather was very cold? It was absolutely Arctic out there. It was absolutely Baltic out there. It was absolute brass monkey weather. It was so cold I couldn't feel my toes. What about the wind? There were very high winds all day long. It blew up a real gale. What about when it's hot? It was baking hot. It was boiling hot. It was like a furnace out there. The heat was stifling. It was so hot you could fry an egg on the pavement. And how about to describe how you feel during hot weather? I was melting. I was sweating like a pig. I was sweating buckets. I was wilting in the heat. So, here is an example IELTS Task 2 cue card about the weather. IELTS Task 2. Let's show you how to put all of these expressions together into a great IELTS answer. Describe a time when you experienced extreme weather. Well, I once went on holiday to Canada. Canada is famous for being a country in which you can experience all 4 seasons in just one day. We went to a place called Banff, and we found out exactly why they say what they do about Canada. Our day started with bright sunshine, and it would end that way too. But what came in between takes some believing. We had breakfast and then set out for a hike. If something takes some believing, it just means it's difficult to believe. If you set out for a hike, then you go out for a walk up some mountains or hills. We went dressed for a possible shower, since we'd seen the forecast. But what we didn't expect was a full-scale blizzard. The snow fell thick and fast. At times, visibility was reduced to 0. It was a complete whiteout. It was perishingly cold. We couldn't even feel our toes. The blizzard was accompanied by extremely high winds. It really did blow up a gale out there. So we stumbled down the mountain and found a cafe where our feet thawed out. After our lunch, we ventured outside again, and it wasn't long before the heavens opened. We'd felt that it was markedly warmer, so it wasn't that surprising that this time it was rain that fell. It came down in buckets. We quickly got completely wet through, and had to head back to our hotel to change. We changed into warm clothes and went back out again. So here, some collocations, full scale. It means on a huge scale, a huge amount, full scale. Perishingly cold, a collocation. The adjective perishingly we use with the noun, we use with cold to mean really, really, really cold. High winds, the collocation we use when the winds are very strong or fast. To thaw out, if something is frozen and then it warms up, then it thaws out. So a piece of meat that's been in the freezer, you take it out, you put it on the side in the kitchen, it thaws out. Markedly is another word that means the same thing as noticeably. To venture outside means the same thing as to go outside, but the idea is that you're being a little bit brave in going back outside, in this case because of how bad the weather was. If the heavens open, then that means that it starts to rain. Yeah, things start to come down from the sky. To head back is a phrasal verb. It means the same thing as to go back. On with the answer. But we'd chosen completely the wrong clothes. For no sooner had we left the hotel than the sun came back out. And boy, was it a hot sun. It was absolutely baking hot for the rest of the afternoon. We were sweating like pigs and had to stop for ice cream at frequent intervals. Frequent intervals, another collocation, two words that often go together. It just means that something happened regularly over a period of time. Frequent intervals. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have and you'd like to see more, please subscribe to this video. Please like this video. If you're on social networks, and I'm sure you are, please share this video on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, whatever else you have. Comment. Please comment on the video. Ask me any questions about the IELTS speaking exam or anything else to do with English below this video. I promise to reply to all comments. Finally, you can watch the other videos on this playlist. If you see the top right-hand corner of the screen now, then you will see the playlist and you can simply click on it. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm wet through, so I'm going to have to go off and dry myself off. Take care and see you soon.